there last night. It was insane. Hey, quick question.
Appointment
Okay.
is this guy Mike Spiller, and he was coordinating some recommendations. He's like, I haven't written a resume in decades. And I was like, well, if we can put one together, it would be great. So we have it, and I've literally talked to him every day about it. So just FYI, I'm going to talk about that to our ex officios beforehand, let them know. Yeah, I get that. And so I kind of want to make sure that's not held against them, that people have. I was like, whatever you want them to have in front of them, now they talk to you.
Okay.
So I'll make sure that gets it.
Like a timeline would do it.
No, I mean, that's what
Yeah.
but I also think he'll be able to speak to himself. So I think he'll be able to.
Okay. Well, let me go smoke back to my boss.
Okay.
Give him the news.
Cool.
Doing well. How are you doing? How's life to you guys? Doing the time? Life is good. You look good.
All right.
Relaxed.
Yeah, that's about it.
No
Thank you.
complaints.
Hey, if you'd like to speak.
Look, I tried it one time. It didn't work.
Okay.
I tried it. It ended up here. She did. I never called her.
Right? Okay, great. We're going to do a run of show over here.
Oh, yeah. I heard.
need help. Yeah.
John, how you doing?
I'm here. Oh, sure.
About the inspection.
All right. Mic check. Everybody good? Okay. All of our speakers together here. Director Tan, County Executive Olszewski. All right.
Yeah, give me
Just try to go on both sides here.
I'll take a side.
That in the way? Okay.
Are we standing in order?
No, we're not.
Oh, I think Erica has. Erica, are we standing in order?
No, we're just introducing
We're just gonna.
each other. She shakes her head.
We're right here.
Are we standing? She
You can.
says, no, we're not.
I'm thinking because originally I had to introduce everyone.
No, we're introducing each other.
I know, and then Erica added like 5 more people, and I was like, oh, this is.
We all should remember who we're introducing.
Senator, I'm here.
Create a little space for you here. May I put the CE in here, please? Thank you, sir.
I'm Erica. State delegate.
Busy your day?
He could be in the back and stand out.
Everybody good?
And she's kicking off our press conference here, delegate. Thank you. And she's kicking off our press conference now.
She is, isn't she?
Erica, are we ready? Yes. Good morning, everyone. Wow, what an exciting morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Woodlawn Senior Center. My name is Hyung Tian, and I am the new director for the Baltimore County Department on Aging. And this is week 1 for me, so day 6.
What a good start.
What a wonderful start. I have in my remarks that I feel incredibly it's such a pleasure to be with you all today, and I feel so fortunate to be able to celebrate such an exciting milestone in the evolution of our Woodlawn Senior Center just 1 week into the role as the director of the Department of Aging. I know that I am new to this role, but I want to say that I'm immensely proud of the incredible team and partners and all of our stakeholders that were involved in all their hard work that has gone into bringing this beautiful expansion to life. I wanted to also just take a moment to acknowledge the team behind this work. There's just so many, but I wanted to kind of just highlight our Baltimore County Department of Aging to stand, to take a moment to recognize you and your dedication to this work and the center. I also wanted to recognize my predecessor, Laura Riley, who is here today, who will be making closing remarks. Laura, it's just so exciting to kind of see the work here, and I just feel so privileged to be in this space to be able to celebrate today. At the Department of Aging, we are guided by a simple yet powerful vision: living longer, living well. As we look around at the new amenities and expanded space today, it's clear that this vision is not just a concept, but a living, breathing reality. Before we move on to the ribbon cutting ceremony, there are many people here that would like to say a few remarks, but I have the distinct honor today to introduce someone who has been an unwavering advocate for older adults and his tireless champion of investing in the infrastructure of our county. County Executive Johnny Olszewski, over the last 6 years, you've been a steadfast supporter of our work. While I haven't had the privilege of working with you for too long, and before you transition over to Congress, it's clear that of the time that I've known you, you've deeply are committed to the county and its residents. I'm sorry, I don't mean to look back, but it's very strange to talk about someone and he's right behind me. But we're incredibly fortunate to have had his leadership, and it's because of his dedication today that this center is possible. It is my great honor to invite County Executive Johnny Olszewski to the podium to share a few words. Please join me in welcoming him.
First of all, thank you, Director Tan. I'll be Congressman long enough. We'll get the last name right before your tenure is over here. It's why we go with Johnny O, right? But good morning, all. It is nice to come to you and before you on a day of celebration after what we know was a difficult night for Baltimore County. And so we'll be having a more full and complete briefing with Police Chief McCullough later today at 1 o'clock at the Public Service Building. But I think I'd be remiss if we didn't just lift up the families who were impacted by senseless violence last night, and just want to reassure the public that we still believe that this was an isolated, targeted incident. This is not reflective of who we are in Baltimore County. Today is the kind of event that reflects who we are as Baltimore County. And so it is with great pride and excitement that I'm joined by some rock star leaders here today. In addition to Director Tan and our entire Department of Aging team, I'm thrilled to be here alongside our Administrative Officer, DeAndrea Walker, former Aging Director Laura Riley, your state representatives, Delegate Eric Ebersol, Delegate Sheila Ruth, partners on the County Council who also supported this important project, Council Chairman Izzy Patoka, County Councilman Julian Jones, Fatima Whitmore is here representing Delegate McCaskill, and Iman Imran is here representing Councilman Pat Young. I also know, thank you, Erica, that we have, who did I miss? Who was she pointing at? Senator Charles Sidnor is here as well. Thank you, yeah. And we have an incredible group of individuals who led the charge from the community and from the Woodlawn Senior Center. Far too many to name all of you. Are we wobbling or something in the parking lot today to celebrate like we did the groundbreaking? But I want to give special thanks first to President Sandra Brookins and our Woodlawn Senior Center Executive Board members, and you'll be hearing from all of these individuals today. I want to thank the Woodlawn Senior Center staff and its members, and I want to give a special shout out to Ms. Dolores Douglas, who I know has been a true champion for this project. I had the opportunity to talk to Director Riley before, and I hope I'm not stealing too much of your thunder. Maybe she can just emphasize that this is in fact a true story. We had a meet and greet early in my tenure here as county executive, and many of the members expressed the need for more space, more amenities, given just what a thriving community this has become. And so at some point, I think I just sort of said, well, yeah, then let's figure out a way to do it. Here's our process. Here's our engagement with the planning board. Here's our town hall series. We're going to have you all come out. We're going to advocate for it, and we're going to figure out a way forward. And I think I surprised Director Riley in that moment. And she's like, we're going to do that? Okay, that's new to me. But I think and I hope that today is sort of a full circle moment in terms of how we've done things differently, and that we changed the mentality of no to many of our community needs and requests to at least a yes if. Yes, if we can work together to come together and find the resources. Yes, if the community comes to the county seat or to a town hall to advocate for what they deserve. And I'm really proud that we've done that today. This is a significant $8.1 million investment in the heart of Woodlawn for our seniors. We are expanding our senior center here from 3,600 feet to nearly 13,000 feet, more than triple the space. We'll be serving more than 1,100 members. And I popped in before because I just couldn't resist, but we'll be featuring a new fitness center, handicapped accessible bathrooms, more parking spaces, including EV charging, a new multi-purpose room to host parties, celebrations, and, of course, to host pickleball games. We really hope that this center continues to thrive. I have to say that the investments here are really building upon the place-based work that we're doing, not just in Woodlawn, but that we're doing in places like Essex and Dundalk, because we believe that these are all communities worthy of our investment. And when we partner with our fellow elected officials, when we partner with county leaders and the community, anything is possible. And so I will leave you with that as the work continues in Baltimore County. You have my full assurances I will continue to support you all and partner with you as a member of the United States Congress. I'll take the lessons I've learned working with you. I think those in Washington can learn a thing or two from Baltimore County. But if we can clap for that. But I'm proud that we've worked with Director Riley and now Director Tan. We're investing tens of millions of dollars. We've already invested nearly $30 million in our centers, including at this site, but we're just getting started. We're renovating and building new senior centers across Baltimore County. We've expanded County-Ride. We've done No Senior Eats Alone. We've done the Because program, helping seniors age in place. That's a testament to all of you. And so I just want to conclude by thanking you for the partnership, thanking you for the opportunity to serve. As I wind down, I just have incredible memories, and you all are a blessing to me. I look forward to serving you all and working with you in a new role in the years ahead. Congratulations.
Am I introducing the next one, or is you're introducing Senator Sid?
Okay. And because I was introducing him, I was going to wait, but one of those many incredible partners who have been working with me and helping to make this happen is one of the leaders in our state delegation. I'm pleased to introduce to the mic now your Senator, Charles Sidnor.
I'm not as tall as the county executive. Good morning, everyone. I won't go into repeating many of the things that the county executive said, but I did want to make a point of coming out here today and celebrating with you all for the ribbon cutting of this event. I was at the groundbreaking, and I know that it was your advocacy that made this happen, because you do deserve it. Woodlawn deserves it. We recognize it. You have a county delegation at the state level that recognizes it, and was more than happy to partner with the county in doing and supporting this project, with the financing, with the moral support, and the like. So I won't call any names, but I see a whole lot of faces that I haven't seen in a little bit, and I appreciate you all being here, supporting this grand opening, because one day I'm going to be sitting where you all are, maybe not playing pickleball. In fact, look, I was here early, and I won't say who, but she was like, what's this all about? So I'm getting old. So, I mean, it's a blessing, and I look forward to maybe participating in some of the activities, not the line dance or any of the hand dance. I don't dance, but maybe something else. So again, look, congratulations, and let's have some fun this morning. Oh, almost forgot. With this, I would like to introduce our partners on the other side of the House in the House of Delegates, the county chairman for the Baltimore County House delegation and delegate for District 44A, Delegate Ebersol.
Well, good morning, everyone. My goodness, what a huge crowd. This is great. There's no parking left. Okay, you got to park across the street to be here today because everyone is so excited by this. And I will say that, yes, this 44A, I'm not standing in my district today. I'm here partly because I'm the chair of the delegation where we all draw together, and I'm going to invite one of my partners on the delegation up to just stand with me if Delegate Ruth would just come up and stand next to me. And Delegate McCaskill would be here, but she's got a surgery that she's recovering from right now. That they are the representatives here, and I'm proud to work with them. But we work across the county. All the delegates, all 20 of us who represent parts of Baltimore County, work together, and we're always pleased to see progress in every part of the county. This is so exciting, and we do things like Senator Sidnor doesn't give himself credit, but the legislature has the West Baltimore County Economic Development Authority. We're getting it off the ground right now, which is going to bring some really good things to this area, and an area that needs it, an area that deserves it, and an area that certainly will use it very, very well. I'm very excited to see things like this. By the way, I want you to know I checked the current county executive, soon to be congressman's math. It is over 3 times the square footage. I'm a former math teacher, and I have to do that. I can't help myself. And I'm so excited to see this here today, and I'm pleased to have been invited to enjoy it with you. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, right. We all forget. And now I have the pleasure of introducing the chair of the Baltimore County Council, Izzy Patoka.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Well, for those of you that are new to this place, let me just say welcome to the beautiful 2nd District of Baltimore County. Yeah, you're right, yeah. And County Executive Olszewski, have you noticed that every time you come to this area, to the 2nd District, to do a ribbon cutting, that big yellow ball in the sky, the sun is always shining right here. That's right. And County Executive, I just want to thank you. I think you've done many outstanding things over the past 6 years in this county, but this may be very well the most significant thing that you have done in Baltimore County. We've got an aging population. One of our largest age cohorts is 65 and older. The second largest age cohort is 54 to 65, and we need to address the needs of an aging community. We also need to address the needs of our entire community. And so it's nice to see Aaron Barnett here because we have a rec center. Yeah, give Aaron a hand. He deserves it. I'm still kind of mad at him for blocking my shot so many years ago at Woodlawn High. But there's a rec center right on this side and a senior center here. And for me, I take this personally. I live about 3 miles from the location where we're at, and I still get on the court and play a little basketball. My game is kind of ugly nowadays, but I do get on the court. And Miss Douglas and Miss Brookins, do they do dancing in the senior center? Because I am a senior, and I would be interested in doing the dancing, but I have to admit my dancing is kind of ugly too. So I don't know where to be ugly, over here or over there. But I guess with some of my friends over here, you can maybe help me not be ugly, so on my dancing. But this is Miss Brookins said she'll find out. Okay, but I'm just really glad to be here. Like I said, this is one of the most important things we can do to address the very needs of the population that we were all elected to serve. So just thank you. Anyone who had any piece of this, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just can't thank you enough because it's so important to be here. And I'll conclude my remarks, but I will introduce Councilman Julian Jones.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I am Councilman Julian Jones, and this is a very, very, very happy day. I'm here to tell you, you know best. I represented this area from 2014 to 2022. And from the day I walked in 2014 with requests about fixing and expanding this center. We talk about the rec center and how you had to share space. And I want to just say that some of you may or may not know, I used to be a firefighter. I was a chief. I retired after 32 years. So one thing I know, that's about fires. But what I'm here to tell you about fires, they all start small. They start with a spark. You spark that made this happen. You should be extremely proud of yourselves for everything you did to make this happen. Like the county executive said, you work the system works, and as a result, this is what we have here today. So thank you so much for your advocacy, for saying, I deserve more, we're going to have more, and we're going to make this government work for us, and that's exactly what this government has done. And I would be remiss if I did not thank the county executive, Johnny Olszewski. He's been a true partner and a friend to our community and our county. He's done a wonderful job. And there's a lot of needs throughout Baltimore County. And one thing you learn when you're looking at the budget, and you think $5 billion is a lot of money, but whenever all the requests come in and you give half of it away to the schools, which is very important, and you realize that money is tight. But he was committed to make this happen. He stood by, and you did what you had to do. I did what I had to do. He did what he had to do, and the citizens' money is right here in the tune of $8 million for your enjoyment because you deserve it. So on that note, I just want to thank everyone involved in making this happen because all of you had a part to play, so we appreciate it very, very much. And on that note, I'm going to introduce another council member, Councilman Pat Young.
Good morning, Woodlawn. How are you? So I will just say that Councilman Jones and I didn't coordinate, but I'll say the same thing that I said when we broke ground here months ago, that this effort started with you, and it will continue with you, and it will continue to serve all the folks from Baltimore County, from the southwest side, from Woodlawn, because when you utilize the space that's provided, we'll organize. When you ask and you have leaders that care and listen, we'll deliver. And it's because of your advocacy that we're standing here today able to open this, to provide the opportunity for you and future folks that are going to absolutely utilize all the resources that this center will have to provide. So thank you for communicating with us. I'll say that myself and Senator Sudnor came in 2014 with Councilman Jones. And I can absolutely say that the number one thing that came through our office was this senior center needs to be enlarged, needs to grow because of the utilization that you all provide value here. And now he's moved into the Senator Sydnor's moved to the Senate. I've moved to the council. Now, you stay in the same place, Julian. I wasn't trying to make a value judgment. We've all moved in, but at that same time, your work and advocacy has made sure that we kept our eye on the ball and found resources to make sure that this happens. So thank you all for the work that you all have done, and I'm looking forward to celebrating with you from Veterans Day to 4th of July, the different birthdays as well, and thank you so much for including me in the work that you all do and the events that you all hold here. So thank you for being of value to this community. And with that, I will turn it over to our Senior Center Council President, Sandra Brookings.
Good morning. We have been waiting for this day since February 2023, and we are so happy to be here and glad you are here to share in the opening of our center. We have so many new activities that we will have because of the space. We will have more classes, more seminars, And if you're not a part of the center, please join. Next step, we would like to make it regional. We're moving on to our next step. I would like to personally thank Johnny Olszewski for being a part of getting this program moving, and Dolores Douglas, who attended many. Things will happen, and I'm sure you will enjoy this center as much as I have. I have been grinning since we opened, the building the 9th of December. So thank you for coming out and enjoy the day. At this time, I would like to introduce our former director of Baltimore County, Laura Riley.
Made it. Y'all made it. So, yeah, the county executive and I were reminiscing the first community meeting you had here. I was just appointed, didn't know him real well about what his leadership style was going to be. But when you all told him for the 50th time that you needed a bigger center, and he says, well, why haven't we? I was like, well, we were always told there's not enough money, there's not enough room, there's not enough need. And he did. He turned it around and he looked at me and he says, we don't take excuses anymore. And I was like, yes, we have a county executive that understands. And not only did he say, give them more, he said, plan for the future. Don't just short sight this. And that's how we've done our capital projects since then. And because that's what happened. It was originally built with one room. I remember. Then you got another room. Okay, are we going to have to do this one room at a time? But every planning board meeting that you went to, I'll never forget when the planning board finally heard you were getting it, and they even applauded you and said, finally, we've been hearing this for 15 years. So your persistence definitely paid off. And when I became the director, I know you were all skeptical. You're like, here's another one that's going to tell us no. But you embraced me, and you taught me so much about this community. I feel like I've adopted Woodlawn. You held me accountable, which was very important at a very difficult time in our world. And we made a commitment that your zip code didn't determine the quality of services you got anymore. And thank you all for having the faith in us to bring this to you. We did the announcement during COVID. Who remembers? We were under a tarp. It was sleeting. We had a picture of what the building was going to look like. We had our masks on, but we made that commitment. And there have been some pitfalls. Who knew that steel was going to tank in Japan and all this other stuff, and it took a lot longer than it needed to. But you all have been diligent and keep holding the county accountable for what you need. And Dolores, I'll never forget, you said, well, I live to see this new center, and here you are. We promised you. We promised you. And I'm very excited that Hyung has become the director, because she and I have been peers across the city-county line for many years. And so she has seen what we do, and she understands how Baltimore County functions, and she's bringing a great wealth of information and knowledge from her time in the city. And I know this is a center where there are a lot of city residents as well. So this is a nice conglomeration of lots of council districts. They're all represented here. But you all just love this new center. The staff have changed. I think all three directors since we started this process are here today because they all know what you need. And so we embrace all of them for all that they've done. And it's just so amazing to see all of you. And I'm so glad to catch up. And I am a member of a senior center now, but I did join the one in my neighborhood. But I'm one of you. I'm one of you. So enjoy, and I look forward to giving my hugs when we get inside. Thanks, everyone.
Got a ribbon? Time for a ribbon cut?
Yeah, let's do it.